What's better than a ponytail? A unicorn tail. Oh, that's right. I can't believe I'm wearing my hair like this. And even more, I can't believe that I'm probably going to wear it like this in the future because it's awesome. Hello there, this is Jaina, JASLYN, and I have an episode that doesn't quite match the mood of my hair because it's a bit deep, but you know what? Crazy hair don't care. This episode is about hope, and it is an unscripted episode, pretty much like most of them, in which I have this gut feeling, this dense brick of truth in my butt? In my gut. I was gonna say belly, and then I was like, no, I should say gut. So I'm like, butt! In my butt. I have this feeling of what I'm gonna talk about. And make sure the volume's on. And yes, so imperative that I talk about this because it's so, oh my gosh, it's so significant to me in my life. And it could be as well to you. It could be a salvation of sorts. A truthful salvation of as you will find out, peril and predicaments and pestilence and paperback novels. Alliteration. Okay, so this episode is about hope. Hope, 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 and why we need it. And what is it? And I should have the little sticky notes that show right here at the bottom that kind of go through my thoughts, but I didn't put that together because if I over compartmentalized it and made it like all like a 13 chapter episode, then I feel like I would lose my heart. And that's why I like this unedited, me talking, things coming out, because I always speak truth. And if I read off of something or if I have these ideas, then it'll be more stale. Like if you will watch the episode on, oh, I forget what episode that was. Hope. So anyway, hope. Why are they separated by periods? Because that's cool, right? It makes things look more fancy. And I have to, on this spot, create a definition for hope with those periods. And you know what's really bugging me, by the way? This. There. I have to have that closing period. So, on the spot, I will just say hope stands for heroes overcoming peril excitingly. Enthusiastically. Heroes overcoming peril enthusiastically. And I think that kind of summarizes what hope is. It's putting your faith and bets on something unseeming happening. So, in the heroes, we are the heroes. We are the protagonists in our own stories, in the story of life. We are our main characters, and we seek to be a main character in life overall. And if we do good, then we will be the hero according to others. But right now it's like a self-focused heroism. Like, I am the hero. Others might not see, but I am the hero. The O. Overcoming. Overcoming. That word alone paints a picture of an obstacle, a destination, a desired outcome, and the effort. Overcoming has all of that. It's the strength and effort and passion to overcome obstacle. Now the P, peril. I can't think of a more better word than peril to describe what, if you're like me, what we feel every day. There's a peril, there's a great predicament, and we have to decide, are we going to answer this? Are we going to overcome? Are we going to be the hero and overcome this peril? And of course the answer has to be yes. I mean, or you could do what I did 6 months ago and like have alcohol and numb it, and I don't recommend that. Please don't use alcohol in response to any negative scenario. Please don't. I learned that the hard way, and I might not have been here had I continued in that. I would not have been here. And then the E, enthusiastically. Not only did we overcome peril as heroes, but we did so enthusiastically. And that's the key word. That's what gives hope its meaning, is the enthusiasm. We didn't overcome peril because we had to, and oh my gosh, another life crisis. Okay, we barely slugged through that one. That's not hope. Like, that's just complacency, contentment maybe. No, we do so enthusiastically. Like, that's the hard part. That's where I struggle with. If we rewind a bit in my life, there was the hopelessness. There was no enthusiasm. There were many perils. There was no overcoming, and I certainly didn't think of myself as a hero. And I was complacent in that. I was complacent. Like, I'm not the hero, but whatever, that's okay. Someone else can take that role. No. You are the hero. Claim it and proclaim it. You are the hero, and you will overcome pestilence, peril, predicaments, and even porcupines enthusiastically. So I was in a place of hopelessness last year. I can't believe it's already October. Oh my goodness, what a crazy year. But last year, I was burnt out. Like, I did the same job, or not the same job, but I worked as the same role in a company that just grew and grew and grew, and I wasn't big enough to maintain my responsibilities, so that caused psychological distress. I increased my drinking, and I went down a downward spiral until the point where I burned out so bad, and I'm still recovering from such a bad burnout that happened last November and December. Yes, that's when I left that job. Like, I tilted. I left the job. I couldn't put any more effort, and my mind snapped. My fuse blew, and I was burnt out. And you do not want to allow yourself to get into the reality of burnout. I want to do another episode specifically on that, and I'm gonna write it down, because if there's one thing I'm passionate about, is helping others avoid terrible realities that I have been through. In all forms, in work, in love, in responsibilities, and in even gender identity. So I had no hope, because there was nothing in my mind at that time worth living for. So I had hopelessness. And it wasn't until my major breakthrough, miraculous transformation 4 to 5 months ago, wasn't until then that I had hope. Oh my goodness. So what is hope? Well, it sounds kind of frou-frou. Like, people use it loosely, like, I hope this happens. But that's a verb, like, I hope. I hope this happens. But what does that verb mean? You say you hope it happens, but what do you mean by that? You have to answer that question. If you hope it happens, you have to have the excitement and enthusiasm of overcoming that peril. Like, you can't passively hope. Nobody can passively hope, because that might be closer to wishful thinking. And we're not wishful thinkers here on Just Jaina. We are hopers. Hopers? Yeah, we are hopers. And we have to do so enthusiastically. So here's what I've learned about hope. You have to believe that the positive outcome wants you. You have to believe that your destination, your desire, your goal wants you. Because you will then be able to respond to that by wanting it back. You have to believe that failure is not an option. And that's where faith comes in. You have to believe that you are capable of handling this against all odds. that gives you, or more so, that unlocks enthusiasm and excitement for the overcoming that peril. If you're a damn good hoper, then you won't see it as a peril. You'll see it as a goblin with buck teeth that's taunting you, and you're gonna freaking crush it. That's right, like those level 1 goblins in all of our favorite RPGs. You have to believe that it's nothing. It's not insurmountable. Oh, it's very mountable, alright. You have to believe that you are the hero with that enthusiasm ready to overcome. Spiritually, now I am a very spiritual girl, you have to believe that, like, whatever you call it, the universe or God or whatever whatever you call it, you have to believe that that is on your side, that you have access to a greater force unseen, and that's what gives you the enthusiasm. Hope is also filled with get to rather than need to or have to. Like, and this is where it hurts me so much, because I am still fighting so hard to embrace this as a daily truth, that that peril is nothing to me. I have the ability, and I will choose to see the outcome that I desire as an inevitable reality against my efforts. Simply put, you're going to kick some ass, and you're going to kick it well, and you're going to kick that ass with a smile on your face. The fiercest warrior, or the most feared warrior on the battlefield, is the one who's like, with his sword, and he's like, with that big smile. That's the enthusiasm and excitement. Like, you don't want to mess with him because he is very comfortable in his ass kicking, and that's what we have to be. But in our society, oh my gosh, hope is hard to come by. And I'm not going to get into it, and I really want to. Not this time. You should have to wait and see. But yes, reality, our lifestyles, our responsibilities are greater than ever before in terms of technology and how much information we have to juggle. Sure, we don't have to go hunt bears and risk dying for our food, but we have to juggle so much information, which usually boils down to numbers, and we get beat up left and right. Even when we're relaxing, our phones are going off, or we're thinking about what someone posted online, or you're refreshing Reddit every 5 minutes like me to see how many karma you increased. That drains your energy, and that kind of makes you submissive to reality. The perils of reality. Hope. Come back to that place where you're like, I'm dreading doing this project, but when I think about it, I actually have all the skills and tools necessary to overcome it. And if you don't even feel that's the case, think back to previous circumstances. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to do that project, but I did, and then some. I excelled in it. That's where your enthusiasm comes along. Like, you have to be foolish when it comes to hope. You have to be foolish, and that's okay. As I've learned in life, being foolish is often looked upon positively. Like, bold foolishness. Like, if I go out into public, which I will, dress like this, and maybe something even crazier, like, and I have that smile on my face, people will give me respect. Like, this girl knows something that we don't. And sure, I should be thinking weird thoughts about her for having that ponytail and the silly mismatching outfit, but she's happy in it. Therefore, she probably possesses something that I don't. And it's true. Live life foolishly, hopefully. Not foolishly like, oh, I didn't pay my bill, but foolishly like, do things that are unexpected. But that's a side note. That's a day-to-day hope. Like, I have hope that others will be benefited by my crazy presence. I have hope that you will be touched. I have to believe that you will be touched and inspired, encouraged, any one of those by this video. I have hope that's going to happen. Heroes overcoming peril enthusiastically. What is your peril right now in life? What's that nasty goblin that's level 15 when you're only level 9? Like, what is your major struggle in life? It might be life itself. Maybe you don't want to be here. I have those thoughts quite often. But you have to have foolish hope. You know, like, if I have to go to the grave, I'm gonna go to the grave smiling. I will die in a furious battle in which I have a smile and I believe I could defeat each one of these enemies. And the beautiful thing is, when you believe that you can do it, you are given so much inner strength. And that is why the greats in life, the greats, whoever you want to, like, it could be Leonardo da Vinci or whatever, they have likely had a lot of hope, foolish faith in being able to overcome pestilence enthusiastically. You have to believe that failure is not an option, that you will overcome. And if you do fail or stumble, just see that as chance for growth. You could live each and every day, all of the rest of the days of your life, with a smile, knowing that you're going to overcome it. And if not, you're going to die with a smile. That would be awesome. Not to die with a smile, but to have a smile in all of the days of your life. Thinking here. What do you hope for? What significance does it provide in your life? Is it just paying your bills? Is it starting like a savings, you know? Is it thinking about your retirement? Like, have hope and find enthusiasm in what you do. If you could tap into joy and enthusiasm in all that you do, you are unstoppable and you will turn heads and you will change the world for the better. I believe I can change the world for the better, and I have a humble beginning here in the early days of my transition, talking with a unicorn tail to people on YouTube who may or may not see it. I have to believe that that positive outcome, you being touched and blessed and encouraged and motivated, I have to believe that's going to happen, and it will. Because I am the girl with the smile, and I don't have a sword, but I have a pen, and I love to write, and I have a crazy mouth, and I love to talk. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can have hope. Like, cling on to it. Identify your perils. Overcome them as the hero you are, enthusiastically. Keep practicing too. Like, it being, I mean, you could have hope and not really feel the joy of it, but you can if you've had hope before and overcome and victoriously, then you can do so the next time and the next time and the next time. It's like, you're still here, alive, watching this video. You've done something right to stay on this planet this long. Keep doing it. And with that, I say farewell. Thank you for watching. You are awesome. You're gonna kick some ass, and I can't wait to hear about it or read about it. This is Jaina, JASLYN, with the crazy ponytail, unicorn tail, because I'm a unicorn. Farewell.